Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship is going to be taking place later this week in Japan. Following a really interesting combined TCG and OCG ban list, some decks are really badly hurt, while some decks are still playable, if not even better than before. So, Eva Lees and myself thought it would be a fun experiment to take two of these decks for a test run, and of course, you might already have an idea what I'm going to be playing. Let's get to it, but before that, I have a very special announcement. The Sleeve Chief Summer Sale is happening in just 2 hours from when this video is uploading, which will be 2 p.m. on Sunday Eastern Time, and of course 8 p.m. European Time. Just 2 hours after this video goes up, it's going to be live. The link is going to be in the description below. A lot of very new exciting products, a lot of old restocks, a lot of cool branded stuff, new US shipping rates, which will be much more affordable, much faster, and of course, the best news, you can use code GALZO15 for 15% off everything you order. So, thank you so much for Sleeve Chief for including me in this. Head over to sleevechief.de for the summer sale, and of course, use code GALZO15 at checkout. So this video is going to be focusing on what branded and some other decks look like for the World Championship. I'm going to run over my deck fairly quickly, the deck that I'm going to be playing in today's video. Branded Fusion is at 1. Branded Opening is, of course, at 1. Crossout is at 1 as well for the World Championship. We got some Bestials who are also at 1, like Magnamut, Lubellion, and of course Druisworm in the side. I did go for some non-engine as well, just to compete with the other decks. I think that Ash Blossom, Imperm, in combination with Crossout is really great in this deck. Of course, the regular engine, pretty much the same. Dogmatica package, I think that this is really cool, adds another layer of power to the deck, especially when you're playing Nadir Servant that can go into Lulu, that can actually summon Dogmatica Ecclesia for an additional negate directly from your deck, which is really cool. Some generic, removal, thrust to get some board breakers, Droll, extremely impactful in situations where combo decks might be more prevalent. Maybe you will see stuff like Monadium, but also, things like Exosister Rika could be impacted by it. Then for the extra deck, pretty generic. I'm playing 2 Granguignol because of those Dogmatica cards that are just really powerful. Of course, also Borreload Furious Dragon I think is really nice with, the dragons. Same goes for Branded High Spirits, an additional search card for more consistency. We got the Foolish, we got the 1 Bell, for the Crossout Designator. Everything else seems pretty standard to me. And yeah, this list is really fun to play. I'm really happy to play within these limitations. Adds another layer of challenge to the deck. And I think this is it. So grab this, save this for the end of this week. And of course, let's head over to the duel. So we are ready to duel. I built my deck. Eva Lees is joining me today. Eva, thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
I'm big chillin'. How are you doing?
Good. We are super excited. At the end of this week, the World Championship is going to be taking place in Japan. It's going to be super exciting. And we talked about what could be the interesting decks as a pick for the World Championship. So tell us a little bit. First of all, you can go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. Of course, tell us a little bit about what you chose to play today and why.
Sure. So my name is Eva Lees. You can find me over on Twitter and Twitch as @EvaLees. And I'm usually known for playing back row decks, especially Labyrinth. But for this, I'm going to be playing Rika Sun Avalon, which is a deck I don't have a ton of experience with, but it's definitely looking to be one of the best decks for this format. So if you saw the European Championships, Jess Robinson won with this same list. This deck is basically unhit from Worlds format.
Yeah, it's going to be super interesting, and I think it's absolutely crazy that Jessica's list is completely 100% untouched. You can just take it to Worlds, which I'm assuming she will to some extent, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We also considered a few other decks. I mean, Labyrinth, which is a deck that you are known for, is also relatively, it's doing really well in the OCG right now. And again, besides Prosperity, maybe Skill Drain, relatively at full power as well, right?
Yeah, so when I looked at so for the more furniture Labyrinth lists that run Extravagance and such, besides Skill Drain, which some furniture Labyrinth builds run and some don't, the deck is basically unhit. besides like Garura not being existing in the format.
That's true.
But when you look at the more floodgate builds, like skill drain is that one, prosperity is that one, and if you're running super poly, of course, you don't have a Garura. So it's interesting to see kind of the differences that can be made between like some of the other Furniture Labyrinth lists that I've been topping and like Dinka Bui's list from the European Championships. Let's do it.
Right.
All right.
Let's look at some planned combos.
All right, let's do. I will activate Rika Glamour. I will not be tributing a plant monster because we do not have one.
Or a monster on my field because Rika Concon is still not on there, thank God.
All right, I will add Rika Petal.
Right?
We'll normal summon Petal.
Yeah.
And then we'll activate the effect to take a Rika monster and add it to hand, or send it to grave. We will get Mudan. I'll declare effect of Mudan, attributing the Rika Petal to special.
Yeah.
And then effect of Mudan.
I think I'm gonna imperm that since you haven't started with Loci.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how that affects you.
Makes sense. All right, let's activate Therian Discolossium.
Right. Therion. Super important engine in the deck. Lily.
Yes.
Sane.
Yes. Not exactly the thing you want to start with, but we'll see what we can do with this. I'll declare effect of Lily, targeting the petal.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll special summon the Lily. It's more than time. We are gonna go for the Gamba. Let's special summon Sylvan Dance Peony.
Ooh, alright.
We will declare the effect. We will, of course, declare that we're going to mill 3 cards because I've never seen anyone do anything less.
Yeah.
And is that good?
Yeah. Chosen
All
number
right,
between 1 to 3.
Let's mill 3. Woo! All right, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay, and now we're basically dead from here.
The problem with Trice is if it doesn't go to the extra monster zone, it doesn't get its effect. I think we are just going to go, and we're going to go into Melius.
Oh.
Effective Melius.
Hmm?
We'll special summon the Loci.
Yep.
Bengalancer, the Resurgent.
All right. Got to bounce on the field.
Yes. And we will set 1 card, and I will attempt to pass turn.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that Sylvan paid off. I think it relatively paid off. That's a super interesting combo line. Let's draw. Oof. So, while you chose to play a deck that is basically untouched, my deck is kind of different from what it is in the TCG right now. There is.
I wonder which deck.
Yeah.
Galzo could be playing.
Yeah.
That might be touch for this format.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously super heavy.
Of course.
One branded opening, one branded fusion, which is something that I expect to happen in the TCG soon. But overall, like I think it's a cool challenge, and of course, like things like Dragoon stuff and Expulsion is also. Expulsion? Yeah, it's gonna be banned for Worlds because it's banned. I will start with an imperm on the Bangalancer.
On the Bangalancer. That is fine.
And then still in the draw phase, I'm going to be activating my 1 copy of branded opening.
Wow. Some people are just that good.
Yeah, I'm going to be discarding Tragedy.
Whoa!
Yikes. I'm sorry.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, it must be nice. We're going to go ahead and do chain 1 Luber and then chain 2 Tragedy.
Sure thing.
Yeah. We are going to be searching for Wem here. And we're going to search for our only copy of Branded Fusion. Once you use that, I think the OCG kind of moved into a strategy where they're playing like more Spring Against Kid, for example, because it can return it back. Of course, things like Retribution that are just such good cards. I'm gonna try to go to main 1.
Yes.
So we did see an Ash Blossom in the graveyard. 2 cards in hand. Could be dangerous. But I'm gonna start off with Quem. Summon Quem, activate the effect, send card, mentions Fallen Valbaz, and it's gonna be Cartesia. Yeah.
Sure thing.
Second best girl. Then we're just gonna casually activate Branded Lost.
Casual, yeah.
Casual, and try to activate Brand Fusion.
We do have
We
the Ash
do
Blossom.
have the Ash Blossom. All right. Good. Good. Very good. Now we used our only branded fusion. Let's see how we can maybe rectify the situation.
It's also interesting in the OCG because when we've seen like more of the branded bestial decks, in the OCG they have Magnamut at 1, Druistorm at 1, Baldrake at 1, and Lobelian at 1. So
Crazy.
the only thing you're getting multiple copies of is Saranir.
Yeah, which is probably the best use of it is definitely branded, even though like dragons will just have to use it because it's such a good card. And like thinking about the bestials being at 3 in the TCG, I think it's like, you know, looking back at tier limits and Ishizu cards being all at 3, I think it's the same with bestials, just insane cards.
Yes, absolutely.
So we did draw the God Hand, and we're going to be activating Dear Servant.
Nadir Servant, yeah.
Which is
You're
how
good.
we play around things like that. I think now it's a good question of what we actually do. So I'm going to be sending Albion, grabbing myself good old Fallen Valbaz here.
Oh, sure.
And now since the card has left the extra deck, I can activate Quem's effect, targeting
Sure thing.
Cartesia to special summon her back to the field. And of course, I'm locked from summoning from the extra deck for the rest of the turn because of Nadir Servant.
Yes.
And now we are going to try to end the main phase.
Leaving main phase is fine.
All right. I'm going to activate Albion.
Albion is good.
And I'm going to be setting Branded in red. Your
And
turn.
then also during end phase, I'm setting Brenton in red. I'll activate the effect of Rika Petal to special.
Yeah.
There we go.
Princess is the one that negates, right? Petal just summons
Correct.
herself. Okay, good.
Yep.
And
Alright.
Bengal Answer during the main phase, target one effect monster. If you return it during the main phase, that's like Cartesia. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Stand by.
Yeah.
Oh man. This is. I have to think here in this standby.
Sure.
We'll go to main phase.
Yeah, that's fine.
Start by declaring the effective petal.
That's okay.
We're down to hand here.
Thinking on resolution,
Mhm.
I'm gonna activate Cartesia. Summon.
I'm gonna declare the effective Bengal sir.
Yeah.
Targeting the Quem.
Alright. That's pretty
No.
good. Should be fine here. I'm gonna return to hand. Send these to the graveyard because Giza doesn't have to use it herself, and
Correct.
Albion to the field, and then
Yes.
on the summon I get to activate Branded Lost as well. And thinking if I want to do anything else while I'm protected, I think I'm just gonna fire off Albion here as well. And I'm going to be targeting your Ash Blossom and my Fallen of Valbaz.
That is fine.
So your Ash Blossom will be summoned to the arrow, the downward arrow Bangalancer is pointing to in attack position. Oh no.
attack.
Oh,
Yo,
no.
okay,
No,
all right.
no. And Albaz is going to summon to, doesn't really matter. I'm going to be resolving Lost here, grabbing myself. Let's grab Hit here, becomes a little bit more important for the grind game. Even though on a new chain, I'm going to be activating Albaz here, discarding it.
Oh, what are we doing about this? I'll activate Ricochet, attributing my Bengalancer to take control of Albaz.
That is fine. I think Albaz still resolves, though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it does still resolve. Just because it was activated on my side of the field. I'll let you take it back if you want. But the targets I have aren't that good. Like, it's 2 monsters that don't really have anything to interact with them.
Right. I suppose I'm fine living with that.
So it does go to your field.
Yes.
But then, unfortunately, I have to dissolve Albaz here. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's how the ruling on this works. I don't remember who I talked to about this recently, but it still does work that way. And funnily enough, Albaz is going to be fusing with Ash Blossom and Joy Spring.
Sure.
And I'm going to get Sprint, which requires Albaz and an effect monster special summon this turn. That was literally the only target I had. Sure. And you are good to go.
I'll declare the effective Mudon, distributing the petal to special.
Yeah, that's fine.
Effective Mudon. The Concon.
Ooh, getting scary.
Let's activate Concon.
I'm gonna immediately, with haste,
with haste. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be targeting Tragedy. Gonna just do the whole shebang here. I'll try to chain 1 Chimera, chain 2 Tragedy.
That's good.
Tragedy is gonna grab me another Aluber, and then I'm gonna be drawing a card and destroying both your cards.
Sure. All right. Now.
Normal summon Loci.
Well, you know, Galzo.
Yo! I'm gonna ash that with the quickness of
Yo!
the card I drew.
No, come on!
Ash Blossom. MVP of the match. Oh,
I thought I was gonna be big chilling with that.
That was a nice moment, though. Nice moment.
Yeah. All right, I think you have got this one because the only card left in my hand is the Dark Ruler.
Wow. Woo!
Guardian Chimera. Gonna make me sad.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think Rika it's just Rika. That's so funny. It's just the same deck.
Yeah, a lot of very interesting hits. So when you're looking at some of these top decks like Rika, Labyrinth, I know some people are thinking Sky Striker as well. Because Sky Striker basically just got most of the normal stuff. So
yeah.
All right, so let's do standby.
Yep.
And it's time to go to main phase.
Yep.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Normal summon Loci.
Yeah, we do love to see that.
We do love to see it. All right, let's link them up for the Dryas.
Yep.
And effective Dryas.
That's okay.
We will add the Sunvine Sowing to hand. And here's where we get trolled.
It is, unfortunately.
It is where we get trolled. All right. Let's see. I will activate Sowing.
Sowing is good.
Pick thousands. Then we are going to summon out a. There you are.
Where art thou?
I'm going to summon out Where art thou, Sunseed Twin? Then we're going to do Twin, Chainlink 1 targeting the Loci, and Dryas Chainlink 2.
Yep. How hurt is this deck by Duel?
It definitely hurts. This definitely isn't my favorite thing to happen. Let's do a healer. And let's do the Loci. Alright, and then declare effective healer, targeting the Dryas.
Sure.
Gain 300 life points. Jasmine. And...
Broken ass card.
Very good one. We'll do effective Jasmine, attributing the Loci.
Yep.
Let's do Petal. And then I'll declare effective Petal.
Yep.
And we'll send a princess to the graveyard. Jasmine and Twin for the Dance Piano.
Alright.
And then peony effect for 3.
Yep, sure.
Ooh. Wow.
Never
That's
misses.
that's pretty good. Okay, so
Never
we're gonna
miss.
summon out the princess, and we're gonna summon out the lone fire blossom. All right, let's do dance beyond targeting the princess to
Hmm?
change petal and lone fire to level 4.
Sweet.
And let's overlay these two, and we'll make a Strenna.
Yep.
Declare the effect of Strenna, we will detach a petal,
Huh?
and we'll target the... Yeah, we'll target the princess dad.
Sure.
At hand? Yeah. Princess Peony for the Melius, and Melius effect targeting the loci.
Seems pretty good through the draw.
Yeah, we're
running.
still going.
Yeah.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
you know.
Looking good.
Do these for the Galancer.
Yeah.
And then we'll do effective Lily targeting the Regulus.
Sure. Ooh.
I know.
Woo.
All right, and then I'll set one, and I will attempt to pass turn here.
So basically, Lily gets Regulus's negate effect.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll draw. Ooh. Interesting. Standby main?
In standby,
Huh?
I will activate Spiritual Water at Aoi,
Oh.
attributing my Strenna to take a look at that hand. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's ooh.
Ooh.
This is kind of tough, honestly. God, okay. I think we have the agree. We've got the burn them red. Boy, oh boy. I think we just pitched. I think we removed the evenly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
Then we'll do effect of Strenna.
Yeah.
We'll do. Oh, let's see. Which one are we gonna get here?
Ooh, the teardrop.
The teardrop.
I thought you were going for the Sylvan guy. Or what's his name?
Oh, the Sacred Tree Beast.
Yeah. Okay, so it distributes a monster. Holy crap.
Correct.
Oof.
So,
Spiritual water art.
So I had to actually keep the teardrop instead of going for that, because if I went for the other one, then my princess in the graveyard would be turned off.
Right. There's also a princess. Holy shit. I'm not breaking through this board in a million years. Main one.
Yes.
Well, you know everything I got. Gonna be activating fusion deployment.
That's good.
I'll reveal Titanic Lad.
Reveal Titanic Lad, sure.
Yeah. I'll summon Fallen Valbaz. Deck, and on summon I'll activate the effect and pitch Fallen Valbaz.
Makes sense, makes sense. We will do effect of teardrop here. Detaching the Strenna to target the Albaz and tribute it.
I'll try to chain Brandon Red. Target my Albaz.
I will chain the Lily here. Herself to whoop.
Yep.
I'll do that.
So it gets
to negate the
negated. This is tributed. Then I normal summon this, and you have Princess.
Yes.
Basically.
I could use Princess, but I mean, this is kind of cracked. But yeah, you can go ahead and add.
Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Let me see it. All right. Good game too. Okay.
Yo, that kind of popped off through Joel, honestly.
That's a pretty sick board with the spiritual water art. I mean, oh my god, that card is a pointer. Basically, yep. That's insane.
Basically.
That is really, really crazy. Okay, how do you do that?
All right, let's make it happen. Game 3. Let's do this.
Game 3. Oh man, I don't have a good feeling about this. Okay, interesting. I'll go main. Oh my god, this is so funny. I'll go main 1. I'll activate deployment.
It's all good.
And I'll reveal Guacamole, Dragon,
Guacamole.
the Dusk
Great googly
Dragon.
moogly.
Yes. Summon good friend Cartesia. Then branded opening.
Sometimes you got it. Go for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. My hand is looking pretty limited right now. I'll go for chain 1 Aluber, then chain 2 Serenir.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Serenir is gonna send my favorite card in the deck, Fusion.
So good.
So good. And Branded Fusion to hand. And we will, let's think about what I want to do. We're gonna activate Branded Fusion.
Sure.
Okay.
There is no Ash Blossom this time.
There is no. Let's go for, you want to get access to my Dogmatica stuff, but unfortunately, not sure if that's gonna happen. Let's see if we can do it for style points maybe. Let's go for Lubellion and Albaz. Summon Albion and activate the effect.
Yes, yes.
Let's go for Albaz and Albaz and Serenir.
You got it.
For Lubellion and Lubellion, thinking about what I want to pitch. I think it's going to be Crossout Designator. Then we shuffle back, get MJ. Anything here?
Nothing here.
All right, we'll go Lubellion Tribute Albion, and then activate Lubellion here.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and take a look at my deck while we're at it. Let's place Branded Lost on the field.
Sure.
And let's try to play around things like evenly matched cooks us here. Kind of. Let's try to play around it somehow. Let's activate Cartesia.
Yes.
Use this and this for Granguignol.
Yes.
And then Granguignol chain 1, Lost chain 2. Lost is gonna grab us Shrouded Albion. And Granguignol is gonna send to the graveyard Lulu.
Okay.
Now I will activate Albion.
Yes.
Send Albaz. Its cost, activate the effect, put it at the bottom, draw a card. Oof. Nice. I'll set 2.
Sure.
And I'll try to end the main phase.
You are good to end main phase.
All right. I'll go Cartesia. Come back. Go Albion to set in red. And I'll go with the OCG vibes. I'll summon Dogmatica Ecclesia with Lulu. And activate the effect.
Yeah.
Search Fleur de Lis.
Okay.
We are luring. And
oh my god.
We are, look at this board. Absolutely wonderful. Looking like the Albaz movie. Pass it to you. Couldn't be better than that.
All right. Let's do standby.
Yep.
And main phase. We'll start with a duster.
They're celebrating the classic ultimate standby, but there's the Iris. No, and she shakes her head!
Yo! Okay, Duster is definitely that. It is forcing me to use Brandon Red here. I'll target.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna target. I'll target Albaz.
Sure.
gonna go kind of for a weird play here, but I'll try to play around certain things. Go for these two, summon Albion, and then the other card I drew, besides Crossout, was Called by the Grave, of course.
Oh.
Imprint from Albion, and
Wow.
that's a clean 4. And by the way,
Oh.
the Jessica Robinson special, Harpy's Feather Duster, into almost full back row.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's activate Small World.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I think we're actually going to banish a Bell face down. See, because they... Yep. Get this, banish this face down.
Yep.
And we are actually going to add a... Pankratops here.
Ooh, that is good.
So it's a bit awkward, but we're going to special summon the Pankratops.
That's fine.
I don't think I'm getting out of this, but but we'll do it anyway. So we'll attempt to go to battle.
Battle is fine.
You will. Couldn't you put the Albion in defense? Like,
Yeah,
couldn't that have been in defense?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll let it die. But just activated my trap card. Luber. Targeting Pankratops.
Ah, yep. Yeah. Yeah, see. Yeah,
It's
I
the
think
same
you
with
got
Princess.
this one.
It's the same with Princess.
Yep. I think you got this one. So the rest of my hand is
Yeah.
it's the Loci, but then the Loci immediately gets banished by the Mirror Jade.
Yeah.
And then this and the other sewing was the draw. So I was like,
sewing.
so the thing is, I was like, if I can use the Pankratops, like the Pankratops doesn't really do it because you just bring back the Mirror Jade with the Albion, so it's like, so it doesn't really matter.
Or
at that
protected
point.
with the opening too.
Yeah, and then if I get the Kurikara, I can't get to the Kurikara until you banish the Loci, and then I'm on basically nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean this.
Rip.
I mean Plants is kind of weak to removal overall. Like if it doesn't have a lot of
Yes.
Rika names in hand, that can just like extend.
Exactly.
But it was a pretty formidable board for as long as you get to Brand Fusion eventually.
Yes.
GG's. That was really
GGs.
fun. What are you thinking about Plans for Worlds? Are we gonna see Plants making an impact?
I definitely think we're going to see plants making an impact. I mean, like we said, this deck is basically untouched, but even with one branded opening and one branded fusion, branded still does what it does. Like it can still do a lot of different things, and there's so many cards that can get you to different portions of your engine. You have your Nadir servants, you have your, if you have Saranir plus Cartesia, that gets you basically where you need to go as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can still access the full scope of your engine, really.
Yeah. This was extremely fun to take a look at how the decks look. More of how my deck looks for Worlds, because Rika basically looks the same. Leave us a comment down below. What decks do you think are going to be putting up a fight in Worlds at the end of this week? Of course, don't forget to visit Eva's socials. Links are going to be in the description below. And of course, in 2 hours from when this video uploads, the summer sale from Sleeve Chief. Again, the link is in the description. A lot of very cool stuff. Galzo 15 for 15% off. Eva, thank you so much. Shout out to your tournament today. Tournament is happening today as well.
Thank you. Yeah, we're having our first tournament in our GP Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord, so I'm going to be commentating on that basically right after this, so I'm super excited for that, and thank you so much for having me. It's always a blast getting to do videos, podcasts, whatever it is with my man Galzo.
The old crew, thank you so much for being here.
Crew.
Of course, the GP Twitter is going to be in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.